beautiful people, and thank you for being back and welcome back. Alright, my name is Victoria Sudat, also known as Val. You can call me Val if you happen to see me anywhere. And for today's video, we will be talking about people who have genuine qualities, or just basically genuine people. Now, if you know me, I don't have many friends, and if I do have friends, or but the friends that I do have, sorry, are very genuine people because they have these characteristics. Let us proceed. So, in my opinion, the first, okay, not necessarily the first and foremost, but at least the first that I have listed down here is they correct you when you do something incorrectly instead of pointing it out. They correct you when you do something incorrectly instead of pointing it out. People who like, let me tell you about something about people who like to point out your flaws or point out your faults when you do something wrong. Those people are usually people who have very low self-esteem, people who low-key don't like you, and people who don't wish well for you. And if you have people like that, like you would, let's say, what's something you could naturally just happen to do wrong? Let's say you do your makeup, you're not no big makeup technician or whatever, right? You're no big makeup artist or whatever, right? And you do makeup and one of your eyebrows bigger than the other side, or you highlight the middle where it's not supposed to, whatever, right? And they pinpoint it, and everybody that comes in the room, they shows them your eyebrow, they try to make a little comment or a little joke about your eyebrows or something. So instead of correcting you about it and saying, oh well, maybe the next time you should probably, it looks right, next time don't do it so dark, or use a different pencil, whatever, right? They don't do that. All they do is sit down and laugh about it in a corner. People like that usually have low self-esteem, and like they're the type of people that they don't see themselves doing any better than whatever it is that their basic ass is just doing right now. So they usually look for faults in you to pull it out and to display for the world, just so that they can make themselves seem more relevant, make themselves seem better, because they're at this level here and they're stuck at this level here and they can't go beyond this level here because that's their ultimate capacity. So now you, who's trying to elevate and trying to do better for yourself, they will try to pull you down, try to make you look less of what you are, or try, just so that they can look better than their basic asses. Can I cuss? Can I cuss them? There's no way. Alright, so yeah, those are one of the qualities. Should I say that you would, well, that genuine people don't display. So if someone is genuine, they would correct you. They would correct you instead of pointing it out. And correcting you is a genuine person. And not correcting you in front of everybody so that it could be made a scene. Correcting you and not bringing the whole world's attention to it. Another quality of a genuine person is that they come to you directly when you've done something wrong to them. They don't go to, or when you've done anything wrong, they don't go to Tom and say, oh yeah, well, she keeps on leaving dirty ways in the sink. She keeps on, go to Harry, she keeps on leaving dirty ways in the sink. Go to Jill, she keeps on leaving dirty ways in the sink. And then they never tell you that, oh well, stop leaving dirty ways in the sink. They go to everybody and complain first, and then they complain to you last, or they probably don't even complain to you at all. Genuine people would know that, well, you're the problem, so you're the one that I have to speak to about it. Not everybody else. If I'm the problem, then tell me. Don't go telling everybody else. The problem will never be solved, will never be resolved, unless I am not made aware that you have a problem with this. Genuine people will come to you straightforward and tell you, well, you're doing X, Y, and Z, and I don't like it, and then you would find some compromise. They don't go to the whole public and display whatever it is. Those type of people are very petty and immature. Another quality of a genuine person is that they are happy for you when something good happens to you. Let's say you got a promotion at work, or you got a good grade, or something good, really good happens to you, and you're really happy about it. They are genuinely happy for you, and they don't try to play down. People who try to play down what when something people who try to play down what you've accomplished are usually jealous people. They usually are only around you to see what's going good with you, what's going bad with you, and so on. They are not your friends, they don't like you, they're not supportive of you, and so on. They're just there and to be in the known. People like that are people to cut off out of your life. You have to make a conscious decision to look out and to be aware when you're around certain people, how they react to things that you tell them. I'm not saying go around and tell everybody your business, but be aware of their facial expressions, the words that come out of their mouths when you tell them about something good that happens to you, especially their facial reaction and their body posture, their body language, and so on. If you tell somebody something good happens to you, they should be elated, they should be happy for you, and so on. You know, like when you watch what's this show where they let's make a deal. When you watch Let's Make a Deal and the person gets the big deal, and you're so happy as if you're so happy as if you're the one who got the big deal. I'm not saying that you have to be that happy all the time, but watch out for people who are the opposite of that feeling. Yeah. So, next quality of a genuine person is that they let you know when you're falling short. You ever have a friend and she's usually, outgoing and so on, but all of a sudden she's been locked in, she's doing the things she usually do, she's making progress in whatever it is that she's trying to attain and so on, and she's just, her standard is just not there anymore. Then you would go to her and you'd let her know, you would obviously notice that something is wrong with her, and you go to her. That's a quality of a genuine person. Persons who would notice that you're not doing well or so on, and they just let you keep on not doing well, not even caring to ask whatever. Those people usually, they, to me, what I would say personally, and what I would say is that they're happy that you're not doing well, and they may even very well wish that you stay so you get worse. So those are the types of persons to look out for. Okay, so another quality of a genuine person is someone who encourages you to do better for yourself. Have you ever had a friend that is just very mediocre, or just very subtle about everything, doesn't push for anything, and so on? So you try to encourage that person. Oh, you should probably try this. You should probably try to learn how to do this course, or try to learn how to do this skill, or learn how to do that. You try to encourage them to do more, to be more progressive, and so on. People who don't encourage you to do anything at all, when you're being complacent and so on, and they're not encouraging you, hey girl, you finish your assignment, you do the test already, you study already for this test that we have coming up on Friday, and so on. Those types of people are the genuine people that you need in your life. Not people who only check you on the day of the test or after the exam to ask you, oh, how was it, how you think you do, and so on, what you put for this answer, what you put that for that answer. Not those type of people who only remember you on the day of the exam. The people that remember you the days and the weeks way before the exam. You know yourselves. Alright, so another quality, and actually the last one I have listed down here as well, of a genuine person is that they give you advice like a parent would, like a good parent would. I've had this compliment, I would say it's a compliment from a lot of people before, that I give advice that the same advice that their parents give them or that their mother gave to them, and so on. So people, you could look out for people like that. I wouldn't necessarily say what exactly it is that they do by giving this advice, but people who would give you advice the same way that your parents would, these are people who really care about you and who really love you, or may not even be someone who really loves you or so on, but just someone who is naturally genuine, and if they are to respond to you in a way to help you, they would do it from a place of thoughtfulness. Because for me personally, if someone asks me advice and I'm not in the mood or built up for it, I wouldn't give advice. I would say, I'll think about it and I'll let you know, and so on. But when they do give you advice, it's from a place that they put themselves in your position and give you advice about something, not just giving you random advice like, oh girl, I caught my boyfriend texting this girl, whatever, and she's like, oh girl, leave him. It's like, what? Yeah, not people like them, but people who would give you advice, who would take their time, to give you good advice and think about the entire situation and put themselves into your shoes and put it in perspective and so on, and make a fair judgment of something. Not people who just give random advice just because you ask them, and you shouldn't even be asking those people for advice. Alright, so if you came to the end of this video, then thank you so much, and if you like this video, then do go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I would know the type of content that my subscribers like. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please do so. It is free. It is absolutely free to hit that red button and turn it into grey. And of course, I think there's this thing where people think that if you subscribe, you'll get whole set notifications and so on. If you do not turn on the notification bell, then you will not get notifications. If you would like to get notifications, then I would advise you to turn on the notification bell. However, your subscription would help me get this content out to more people, so that more people will be able to see this video on the timeline and be able to view this video. And of course, it'll help me out in so many more ways. And if it helped you, then you can return the favor and help me out by subscribing. And I hope that you watch another video.